Dear students, in this section we are going to discuss one very important concept of electric field and potential, that is the calculation of electric field and potential due to charge placed at the cavity of the conducting sphere. Let us consider one situation. Let us take a conducting cell, uncharged conducting cell. This is the uncharged conducting cell. You can observe this is the inner surface, this is the outer surface of the cell. Okay. Now let us place a positive charge, small q, at the center of the cavity, this one. What will happen? The negative charge of equal magnitude will appear on this surface like this. Okay. For satisfying the conservation of the charge, because conducting cell is not having any charge, equal positive charge will appear on the outermost surface. The distribution of the charge on inner surface and outer surface should be uniform. Why? Because the charge placed at the center is symmetrical about the surface number 1 and surface number 2. Okay. Now let us do one thing. Let us place another charge, positive charge, capital Q, at point P. Point P is outside the sphere. Okay. Now the question arises, is the charge placed at the center of the cavity experience force due to capital Q? The answer is no. Why? Because there is no net electric field because of capital Q inside the cavity. That's why small q will not experience any force. You know, this property is called the electrostatic shielding. You will say the small q is electrostatic shielded against capital Q. Now let us ask second question. Is there any force experienced by capital Q? The question is yes. Why? Because it will experience force because of the charge appear on the outermost surface of the sphere. Okay. So let us analyze many other situations through some illustrations. So now we are going to learn one very important concept, that is the net electric field or net effect due to the charge inside the cavity is 0 for the outside point, because as we discussed, this charge capital Q is experiencing the force because of this surface. So now we are going to take few illustrations and we will discuss the same concept through illustrations. So let us move to illustration number 1. In this illustration, it is given a conducting sphere of inner radius small a. This is small a radius. Outer radius small b. It is given charge capital Q. This cell is given charge capital Q. It is not uncharged. If we give capital Q charge to this conducting cell, what will happen? The capital Q will appear on the outermost surface. Okay, if no other charge is present outside or inside. But in question, it is also given a point charge small q is placed at the cavity of the sphere at a distance x. This one, it is less than a. Of course, the radius is small a. This small x is less than small a, away from the center. Question is, find the electric field intensity and electric potentials at point P outside the sphere at a distance r is greater than b at this point, and also find the electric potential at point C. C is the center of the cavity. Okay. Here you can observe this charge is not placed at the center, but it is placed other than center position at a distance small x. Now let us make the diagram to the next page here. Okay. What will happen? Charge will induce on the inner surface as well as outermost surface also. You know, it is having capital Q charge. So the charge on outermost surface should be capital Q plus charge induced because of this small q. First charge will induce minus q on this surface like this. This S1 adds to this charge is negative charge. Now question is, a conducting sphere of inner radius small a and outer radius small b is given charge capital Q. A point charge small q is placed in the cavity of this sphere at a distance small x. This distance is small x away from the center. Find the electric field intensity and potential at point P outside the sphere. You can observe here in this diagram the distance of point P from the center of gravity is small r. Okay, and we need to also find the electric potential at point C. C is the center of the cavity. This is the diagram. Okay, let us call the inner surface as S1, outer surface as S2. Okay, now what will happen? Charge will induce on the inner surface of this cavity. The magnitude of the charge appeared on the inner surface will be equal to small q, but sign should be opposite. That means negative charge appear on this surface. And other thing to remember here, the charge density of the induced charge will not be uniform. The charge distribution near to the charge will be more. You can observe here the charge density here is more, charge density is less. But charge induced on the outer surface should be uniform. Okay, so here charge will distribute uniformly. The charge appear on the inner surface will have the magnitude as we discussed. It is small q and negative sign minus q. So total charge is minus q. And charge on the outer surface, because the initial charge on the sphere is capital Q, and for conserving the charge small q will also go to the outer surface. That means the total charge appear on the outermost surface should be capital Q plus small q. Okay, now as we know, the net effect due to the charge inside the cavity is 0 for the outside point. That means there should not be any effect of the charge small q and charge induced at this position. That means the electric field and potential at point P will be due to only the charge appear on the outermost surface. That means we can say the net effect due to the charge inside the cavity is 0 for the outside point. Now we can say the electric field at point P, this point, is electric field due to the charge on S2. Charge on S2 is capital Q plus small q. That means EP is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught capital Q plus small q divided by the distance of the point under consideration is small r. So that is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught capital Q plus small q divided by r square. Now potential, come to the potential. Charge is same, capital Q plus small q, and there will be no effect for the innermost charge and charge induced. There will be effect of this charge only. So we can write potential at P equal to potential due to the charge at S2. So this value Vp is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught capital Q plus small q divided by small r. Now let us calculate electric potential at point C, that is the center of the cavity. Electric potential at C will be due to small q, induced charge at the inner surface and induced charge at the outermost surface. That means potential at C is equal to V small q, Vs1 this surface and Vs2. Okay, and distance of the point charge placed at this position is a small x. So potential due to this charge should be equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q divided by x. And you can observe here charge is distributed non-uniformly, but the distance of the charge distributed from center is equal to small a. So charge electric potential due to the charge appearing on the innermost surface should be equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught minus q divided by small a. And of course potential due to this outermost surface at point C should be equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught capital Q plus small q divided by B. So total potential should be this one.
Dear aspirants, Cengage India has launched the new edition of our JEE Advanced Physics books. Please visit www.cengage.co.in to buy a copy. You can also buy the books from Amazon or Flipkart.